Hey everyone, this is Michael with the general reading for Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of December 2019. Hello and welcome, whether you're watching this video for yourself or cross-watching for another individual with Taurus placements. I just want to thank all of you who have continued to support this channel with your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. It's because of all of you I'm able to continue putting out these messages and doing this incredible work, which is an absolute gift to me. So thank you so much. I do apologize that these are coming out a little bit late this month. I'm actually kind of playing catch up right now, so I really appreciate your patience and understanding with me. I actually did have to bring down my personal services, so for readings and Reiki sessions, those are going to be down until next week. I'm actually going to be offering a sale. I'm going to be hosting a giveaway for the holidays, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled for that. Make sure to hit subscribe and follow me on my other social media if you haven't already. That way you don't miss out on any special offers that I'm doing this month as well as future months. It's just a good way to stay in the loop. I have all those links in the description box down below, as well as links for personal readings, Reiki sessions, and donations, which again will be available by next week. Before we actually begin, I do like to start off these readings with just a brief astrological energetic report, although I completely understand and appreciate that not everyone is interested in that, so I will invite someone to leave a timestamp in the comment section down below. For those of you who just want to skip ahead straight to the reading, I will pin that to the top and give it a nice big heart for helping me out. Thanks in advance. So you can just go ahead if you're not interested in this part of the video, although I actually really do recommend that you watch it because we have a lot of really interesting things happening for the month of December. I feel like I've been saying that every month, but we do actually have an eclipse, so there's a lot of changing up the energy here. We also have Jupiter that moved into your fellow Earth sign Capricorn on December 2nd. So wherever you have felt like there has been some sort of struggle or resistance, wherever it feels like you've been putting in all of this hard work and not getting any payout, that's kind of the energy with Saturn and Pluto. There may also be a lot of transformation or loss that you've been going through. Jupiter may actually be your lucky break, which is kind of funny that a lot of people are freaking out with Jupiter going to Capricorn. And it is true that Capricorn energy is a little restrictive. Capricorn and Saturn, which are kind of interchangeable, they do make you earn your achievements. They make you put in the hard work. They're not just going to give you something. They're not just going to hand over the thing you want. They really make sure that you want it before you get it. So it's kind of a daunting energy when we're talking about Jupiter, which is our expansion, our lucky breaks. But I actually do feel like this is kind of coming as benefit to a lot of people, to a lot of signs. Capricorn, if I'm not mistaken, that is your 9th house. So there is a lot of expansion that's coming into the arena of education and spiritual wisdom. You are really opening up to a lot of new concepts and really broadening yourself. And there may have been some restriction there. There may have been some struggles for those of you who are in school, or maybe you're trying to learn or embark on a new spiritual path and it's just been really challenging. Maybe you've been going through a dark night of the soul, but rest assured, I do feel like this Jupiter transit is actually going to bring some relief here. Again, we are in Capricorn energy, so it is a little bit restrictive, but since you're a fellow Earth sign, I actually feel like this is a really powerful month, especially for you, Taurus. So I hope that you're utilizing this energy wisely. And of course, we do have that eclipse on December 26th. It is actually going to be conjunct Jupiter. So Jupiter is a really big player in the month of December. And what this means is that this eclipse has a very expansive quality to it. There's a lot of luck that might be coming out of this. And because the solar eclipse is accompanied with a new moon, this is a wonderful time to manifest, to broaden your horizons, to even set intentions to travel, if that's something that you've been interested in and have just felt very stuck in, or just wanting to move forward and, get out of this trapped energy, get out of the daily grind. this is going to be a very powerful time to manifest a new life for you. So really utilize this energy wisely. Even if you don't normally work with the lunar cycles or with the law of attraction, this is a good month for you to start, especially on the 26th. Really keep that in mind, even if it's not something that you, again, are used to doing. I hope that's the big takeaway from this message so far. And it's just been an interesting cycle. Uranus entered your sign earlier in the year, so there's been a lot of changes in your life, in your first house, especially if you are a Taurus rising. But I really do feel like this is just a really powerful time for you to change your life in very radical ways and to just embrace a lot of new and exciting energy, because Uranus is that revolutionary energy. It's Aquarian energy. It wants to, innovate our lives. So really work with this energy. I think this is actually going to be kind of an exciting month for you, even if there are some losses or some endings that are coming, which are often accompanied with the eclipses in the weeks leading up to and following, especially around the lunar eclipse, which is actually going to be January 10th. There might be some losses there, some closing out of chapters, but it's all to bring in the new cycles, the new year. So I'm really curious to see what we have in store for you for the month of December, Taurus. I am going to start shuffling now. As I'm doing that, I just want to give my general disclaimer that this is a general message, meaning not all the messages that come forward are going to be meant for you specifically. If this video does not resonate, that's totally fine. Or if you just want greater clarity, you're more than welcome to check out the other videos as well for your moon, rising, or Venus signs. If you don't know what those placements are for you, I have actually provided a natal chart calculator in the description box down below that could be really helpful. And it can also be really cool to check out where Capricorn is in your chart, specifically that 4th degree, because that is where the eclipse is going to be occurring. So whatever house that is happening in for you, or whatever planets might be in the 4th degree of Capricorn or near there, especially in the first few degrees, there's going to be a lot of change and transformation there, and a new start. So that could be really cool to check out. I do also have mid-monthly Heart of the Matter love readings. Those are actually timeless. So if you're looking for love and relationship advice specifically, and this video just didn't do it for you, you're more than welcome to look through the Heart of the Matter love readings and either look at the most recent one or peruse through the previous months and see if anything there pops out at you. Now, for those of you who are kind of new to tarot, the roles may also be switched. So if there is another energy kind of around you, it could actually be your own energy, or vice versa. These messages could actually be applying to someone else in your life, and you're kind of meant to share that with them. So just keep that all in mind. Just take these messages as they apply. So what are the messages for Taurus coming into the month of December here? We're kind of looking at November. Let's see. And it could also be referring to a bit further back. Keep in mind these time frames are a bit fluid because we are dealing with some larger windows of time because we just got out of a Mercury retrograde and we do have an eclipse. So this could be kind of what you've just been going through for the last couple of months, especially for November though. So we do have the 7 of Swords, the Devil in reverse, and the Strength card. This is actually really interesting energy. I want to say, Taurus, you dodged a bullet. You may not realize that right now. There was some sort of situation or perhaps a relationship here where you really walked away. You kind of snuck out of this something that wasn't really serving you. And with this Devil in reverse, this could also be referring to, self-destructive behaviors or possibly addictions, ways that you are compromising yourself in unhealthy manners. but you did it in kind of a covert way, which is sort of interesting. I actually do wonder if some of you kind of replaced one behavior for another. That might be something to kind of keep in mind. If this is referring to a relationship, there might also be the risk of you kind of sneaking from one unhealthy connection into another as well. So really be sure to do your shadow work. Really be sure that you're coming into your inner strength here. But I think a lot of you really are in this process. You really are, finding a lot of emotional stability within yourself with this strength energy. You could also be dealing with a Leo or a Capricorn energy around you. But honestly, this really feels quite internal. This feels like you kind of snuck off and you were sort of by yourself for the month of November. I know a lot of people were in big time hermit mode with that Mercury retrograde, so that's not surprising to see this combination of cards. But I actually think that you really utilize this energy wisely, and you really, even if it was hard to walk away, even if it wasn't something that was easy, or to kind of give up whatever this devil energy represents for you, it's made you much stronger. You might not be seeing this right now, even as you're watching this video, but I think you're gonna look back and be like, whoa, I really lucked out here. I really did leave at the right time. So I hope that is coming as confirmation for some of you. This could also be in the reverse. There might have been someone who walked away from you, but to be honest, Taurus, I feel like you still benefited. You just might not see it yet. And even if there's people around you who are kind of covert or deceptive or not engaging in healthy behaviors, I really feel like you're kind of stepping away from that. You're distancing yourself from them, Taurus. Let's see what the animal message is. Yeah, we have lion. You really... So much lion energy here with the strength card and the lion card. You might even be dealing with that Leo again. That really could be coming up for you. But I see this as you really coming into a lot of your own personal mastery. You're letting go of what no longer serves you. You may have been kind of stuck in this self-deception before, or in the deception of other people, but now you're really stepping into your power. This is really, really awesome to see. I'm actually really excited to see what's coming up for you next. We're now looking at the first half of December, or the new energy coming in for the month. Again, this is most likely the first half of December, but because this is a general reading, the time frames are going to be fluid. For some of you, this may have already manifested. For others, it may not be until the end of the month. So don't get too attached to the time frames. We're kind of just going with the flow of the events here. So what are the messages for Taurus for the first part of December? Show me clearly. What is the new energy coming in? New lessons, new themes. Show me clearly. Nice. That's too many. A lot of messages are trying to come through right now. I did see a peek of that Sun card. So again, there's some sort of Leo connection here, or maybe something that you have been working on since Leo season. And that's kind of coming up. If I'm not mistaken, was there a Leo eclipse? Actually, I don't think there was. Something that you've been working on for this cycle, though, between the two eclipses. There's some sort of reward, some sort of payout, I think, that's happening for a lot of you. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. The King of Swords. Oops. And the Ten of Wands. So I definitely see with this Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, you are moving slow but steady. You're making really good progress on something, or you're progressing through a relationship very nicely. You're definitely not rushing into things at the start of December. If you do enter a new commitment or you do start a new project, it's kind of been like a long thing coming, is what I'm really seeing here. And I feel like this is really kind of energy that you're embodying with this Knight of Pentacles, although it could also be another earth sign that you're kind of working collaboratively with. That could be another Taurus or a Virgo or Capricorn. Could also be a late Leo. Interesting. This Leo character is popping up for some of you really strong, especially if they're kind of on that cusp between Leo and Virgo. So I do see that there is some sort of foundation that you are building for yourself. It's kind of slow but steady. You're definitely doing some back-breaking labor. And I feel like with this King of Swords, you're kind of guarded from taking on too much. You might be a bit closed off to the people around you, but that's only because you're really focusing on what it is that you need to be doing. I really feel like you're very hard at work on something, and this actually feels really, really good. This could also be referring to an air sign as well, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, especially Aquarian energy, as well as, you know, a late Capricorn energy too. And this person, you're really trying to delegate responsibility, I think. Or you're just trying not to overburden yourself. You're definitely working very hard. Your plate is full. I'm not feeling like you are succumbing to this. I don't feel like you're collapsing right now at the start of December. That might be a risk for some of you. We'll kind of see in the next set of cards here, but I feel like you're really just... you're good, you know? You're chugging along. You're going about things at a slow, steady pace. And your mind is really sharp. You're doing what needs to be done. You're saying what needs to be said. And, you know, if there is a lot of self-focus and there is someone else in your life, either a romantic interest or a partner, I could just see that because they're so caught up in stuff that they're working on with this Ten of Wands, this could be their energy, you're really just focusing on yourself. You're building a foundation for both of you. And that still seems really positive. So what is the animal wisdom here for Taurus? I think you have the most positive reading I've done so far, by the way. But that's not surprising because, we're going into the fellow Earth sign energy. We have all these planets moving through Capricorn. We have like half the solar system, more than half the solar system in Capricorn through December. So let's see. You're definitely hard at work. Oops. Show me clearly. What is the animal wisdom for Taurus for the first half of December? So we have a few cards. We have the Crow, the Dragon, and the Scorpion. Your intuition is actually pretty strong with this Crow card. You have a very clear sense of what it is that's coming next. You're working very hard. You're being very... Someone might be a bit standoffish. It could actually be your own energy, Taurus. Maybe you're just so in your zone. You don't want to be interrupted with the Scorpion energy. If this is kind of energy around you, I'm actually feeling like you sort of need to steer clear from this person or just communicate in a very direct way. Don't kind of beat around the bush. Either talk to this person or give them their space. And with the Dragon energy, you know, really powerful energy here. This might be a totem for some of you for this month. This is about capturing your inner fire, finding that spark, finding that passion. This is the solar plexus chakra, which is really, you know, your willpower. You're really working very hard, and it actually feels really positive and good. And again, trusting your gut. You know, this is kind of the claircognizant center here, the solar plexus, trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. There's just this inner knowing about something. There might be some sort of opportunity here. And there might be something to celebrate as well. So let's see. Whoops. Already having cards trying to fall out here. Where's all of this energy going? What does the second half of December hold for my Taurus people? Show me clearly. Show me clearly. And one more message. Okay. So we have the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles coming out together. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. There really is a lot of earth and air energy around you. You may be dealing with an earth or air sign, maybe someone who has a lot of both. Could also be your own energy as well. You are an earth sign, maybe you also have a lot of air in your chart too. But with this Nine of Cups, you're manifesting something. We were talking about that in the, astrology, the energetic report for the month of December. December 26th, manifest on this eclipse. You will not be disappointed. You will have a wish come true for you. Really, really exciting. And again, that ninth house is really lucky energy. And because you have Jupiter in there, it's very much at home. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm jealous of my Taurus this month, my Taurian folk. We do have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords showing up in the heart, which is really interesting. I'm getting the sense that it's almost you just really feeling good about your future. And I say that because when the Queen of Pentacles, she is very, farsighted. She has to make sure that her people get fed. She is looking in the long term, looking for that long-term stability. And Queen of Swords, she doesn't tolerate, any shit, basically. She is just, very much in her power. And I feel like this is just you by the end of the month, Taurus. You're done with, feeling like you need to sneak around in your own life. You are making space for yourself. You are manifesting something really, really incredible here. And whatever it was, or whoever it was that you walked away from or let go of, it's like you really made space for yourself in something quite beautiful. This King of Pentacles, though, in the reverse is quite interesting because I do feel like even though there's a lot of material manifestations happening, there is still the sense of kind of instability or insecurity. I really do want to clarify this energy. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Why is the King of Pentacles here? This could actually be someone from the past. Yep. Five of Swords. Kind of knew that. This is someone you walked away from, coming back in. It's like after you walked away from someone, maybe someone who tried to talk you down or made you feel like this wasn't possible for you, they're coming back and being like, oh, hey, remember me? Or, they might even be trying to get a slice of your pie. Taurus, that's almost some energy I'm kind of getting here. And it's important that you just, maintain those boundaries. I feel like you're going to have no problem doing that, though. You're Queen of Swords. You're Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. You're like halfway to Empress energy by the end of the month. And some of you, if this is a romantic partner or kind of an ex, I feel like there is someone more stable, but that might not be coming through quite at the end of December. But I think you're still feeling really good. You're feeling really happy. And this is just awesome energy for attracting love. This is how you find the right person, not when you're trying to fit into someone else's life, not when you're compromising all of your values and all of the things that are important to you so you can be with this person. By you committing to yourself, you're going to find just the right person who coheses to your life. So even though I'm not getting a lot of love energy here, I do feel like you are in a good place to start bringing in relationships for those of you who are interested in that, especially if there is an earth or air sign around you that you might be interested in. And you're just going slow. You're moving steady. And that's actually really good, I think. I'm going to pull one more animal card for you, Taurus. Woo! A lot of jumpers here. Really interesting. Okay. This one really flew out. I want to shuffle again. There's a lot of messages there. I did get some repeating cards from other readings, so I just want to make sure that these are the right cards for you. If they are, they'll come out again. Happens all the time. Similar energy. Not the same cards, but very similar energy. We do have the elk and the cobra. Elk energy is such Capricorn energy to me, but it's also just earth sign energy in general. This is someone who's very stable, who's not only able to provide a nice foundation for themselves, but for the people they care about. It's a very patriarchal energy. I don't mean that in a negative connotation at all. It's a provider energy. And with the cobra, it does speak about timing, spiritual awakening, taking, pause before striking. And I do feel like that's kind of just the energy that we've been talking about. You are moving into something. It does take time to build a solid foundation. That's not something that happens overnight. That's not just something that you materialize like that. Although you are manifesting something. You are making some big strides by the end of the month, and you've been working very hard, and it is going to pay out. And it's going to be able to support you and the things you care about, the people you care about. You're coming into a lot of abundance right now, Taurus. And if you're not really feeling that, if you're still kind of struggling with, believing that for yourself, definitely meditate with Cobra. It does speak about, seeking out spiritual counsel. I would actually really look into the law of attraction, really look into speakers like Abraham Hicks or Bashar, people who really talk about that, because I think that's going to be so, so helpful for you to kind of review or to learn more about. And with Elk, taking care of your body. You have to take care of yourself before you can take care of other people. That's also kind of the message of Elk. It's like putting on your air mask before helping someone else in an airplane. You really just have to take care of your own stuff. And I think you're doing that. I really feel like you're so aligned right now, Taurus. This is really, really awesome. And this is just, it kind of just comes as confirmation. I'm really not getting any more messages for you. I do hope that this reading was helpful. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what's going on. You seem to be building something or going in a very steady direction, which is really great to see. I would love to hear more about that. Again, I do have links for personal readings and Reiki sessions, which will be back up next week if they are down, and there will be that holiday sale as well as a giveaway. So be sure to follow and subscribe on all of my social media so you don't miss out on anything else. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, Taurus.